Here's your lineup for Heat 1B of the Lamb Weston Columbia Cup, presented for the Water Follies by Sonic America's Drive-In. The U3 Haas Mortgage Investors 2, the U13 Graham Trucking, the U37 Miss Beacon Plumbing, and the U100 MirageBoats.com.
And taking a look inside the cockpits of these four boats, these are the men who will be racing here in Heat 1B. You're looking at Jimmy King aboard the U3, the Haas Mortgage entry, Piston Power. Jimmy out of Memphis, Michigan, driving for Ed Cooper, the school teacher from Evansville, Indiana.
U13 J. Michael Kelly, a young gun. He's got a lot of seat time, though, in the U13 Graham Trucking Spirit of Detroit.
Jean Theoret, the French-Canadian, one of the hot shoes here in the unlimited ranks, and coming up from Grand Prix. U37 Miss Beacon Plumbing, yellow with some black checkerboard on the deck.
And Greg Hopp doing double duty this weekend, driving for the Hopp Racing Team's Unlimited Light, and he's inside Fred Leland's U100 MirageBoats.com.
That boat appears to be blue pretty much as it goes by you on the water. It's actually red, white, and blue, but you don't see much of the red and white when it's racing. You're looking at Jimmy King out of Memphis, Michigan, the only boat in the fleet with piston power, and doing very well with it, thank you. Tremendous boat speed and able to run with the turbines. Maybe some problems for J. Michael Kelly, Mark Allen. Looks like he is slowing down when he doesn't want to be.
No, he doesn't. He's down in the Blue Bridge turn. He does not want to be there, just outside the marker, and so is Jean Theoret. Actually, J. Michael Kelly is across on the backstretch. They're both yellow boats. Jean Theoret in the Blue Bridge turn is going very, very slowly, and it looks like he's parked himself in lane number 1 with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go.
Theoret, I think, was just slowing down to get that lane. Outside of 1 minute, he can do that. He can drop off a plane. He is going very slowly and smoking a lot. I do not believe that all is well aboard the Beacon Plumbing now. As two boats go by him, we may only have two running here in this heat. The piston boat, Jimmy King, and Greg Hopp in the blue boat, MirageBoats.com. The only two really running right now. Theoret trying to get his yellow boat started down in the Blue Bridge turn. It looks like he might be, there he is, getting it up and underway, giving us at least 3, but a big disappointment for J. Michael Kelly if he's not able to get the Graham Trucking here into this heat.
Well, it looks like the Beacon Plumbing is up and running on the backstretch. There's Greg Hopp in the U100 MirageBoats.com, and Jimmy King is right beside him at the left. Now on the inside. And the interesting development here is that Theoret in the Beacon Plumbing probably would have been the favorite in this heat. If he has to go outside of the two boats that were running, well, he doesn't have to. Greg Hopp left him room to get inside of that blue MirageBoats.com. So Theoret is going to have lane 2. Jimmy King and that very, very fast piston boat will be in lane 1 as they turn toward us. 10 seconds on the clock. Here they come. On the inside, Jimmy King in Piston Power, U3, Haas Mortgage Investors 2, and lane number 2. It's Jean Theoret. They're going to nail this start. Dead even as they cross the starting line. Theoret in lane 2, and Jimmy King in lane number 1, and third across the line is Greg Hopp. As you see, the two leaders heading for the Blue Bridge turn, absolutely deck to deck as they make that turn at that yellow entrance buoy.
Theoret in the yellow boat had a little bit of boat speed on Jimmy King on the inside, used it to take a little advantage here on the front straightaway, but now Jimmy King on the inside through the turn does a nice job, maintains the lead, and look at the red boat accelerate. That big piston engine coming alive, and Theoret sees him walking away from him just a little bit right now.
Halfway up the backstretch, Theoret trails Jimmy King in the U3 by about 3 boat lengths. Still very, very close. The Rooster Tails matching almost identically. They come to the entrance pin of the west turn. It's still Jimmy King in the lead, quickly through the turn and off the turn. Now you'll see Jean Theoret in the Beacon Plumbing, and it's Jimmy King leading him down the front straightaway.
Jean Theoret, the winner in our first event this year in Evansville, Indiana, trying to chase down the piston boat, and Jimmy King has the red boat clear up out of the water as he comes by start-finish with the lead at the end of lap 1. A pretty good lead, surprisingly, over the U37 Beacon Plumbing and Jean Theoret.
And here they go to the Blue Bridge turn, turning left just about simultaneously. Now Jimmy King lengthens the lead out to about 2/3 of a Rooster Tail. That's about 9 boat lengths, and he kicks up the Rooster Tail as they come off the turn. Jean Theoret starts to pick up a little ground on Jimmy King, but can't do it really effectively because Jimmy has got a great deal of acceleration as he comes up the backstretch.
When the red boat runs well, it is a rocket, but there are a lot of moving parts in that big old Allison engine. They do have some trouble keeping it together, but if he runs like this, he's going to give Jean Theoret all he can handle. This is going to be a great race for this last lap, which is about to start because Theoret on the outside has not been able to run him down yet. Here's Jimmy King, almost a Rooster Tail lead over Jean Theoret in the U37 Beacon Plumbing at the end of lap 2.
Jimmy King crosses the line. The white flag flies. One more lap to go. Then John Theoret crosses the line. Jimmy King flying the boat down the front straightaway as they go to the Blue Bridge turn. He'll turn left right now. Gets to the right side of the boat up just a little bit as he dug that skid fin in. But he's now got a full rooster tail lead on the second place boat, John Theoret.
Coming on to the front straight now, we should mention Greg Hopp. He's still running. He's back here in third place in the MirageBoats.com. Almost a half a lap. There's Greg, a long ways behind the leader in the second place boat. This is going to be a nice feather in the cap of the U3 racing team. Jimmy King with piston power. If he can hold off John Theoret in one of the fastest turbine boats in the fleet, this is going to be a great start to their weekend.
They had a lot of trouble in Evansville, Indiana. They blew a big hole in the side of one of those Allison engines. In Madison, they had more problems with oil pressure, and they still couldn't get racing and do the job that they're doing right now. Checkered flag flies for Jimmy King, and the Haas Mortgage Investors 2, the U3, crosses the line. The end of lap number 3.
Nice job by Jimmy King with piston power. Jean Theoret in second place will score second place points. Not bad for your Saturday run. Way back on the back stretch, our third place finisher is going to be Greg Hopp in the Mirage boat. So score a win for Jimmy King and the U3 with 400 points. Jean Theoret in second place with 300, and Greg Hopp will pick up 225 points. You see him coming through the final turn. He'll head down to finish, take the checkered flag, and a third place finish.
Now let's go down to Scott Reister and the winning driver, Jimmy King.
Jimmy, how's it running out there? Qualifying speed great, and then you follow that up with the win here.
Oh, it's just, you know, like I was saying before, the Haas Home Investment group behind the Cooper family is just, it's a winning combination. Boats running outstanding. We had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, but as long as it's ready for race day, that's all that matters.
Winning a heat like this over Theoret, what does that do for the rest of the weekend here? You think you guys have a pretty good shot?
You know, we've learned how to win every heat up till the one at 410, and that's all we're concentrating on, and I don't care who's there with us.
All right, thanks a lot, Jimmy King. Getting it started off straight. Back to you guys.
Well, it was a good run for Jimmy King. He really had that boat running flat on the water very fast, Steve Montgomery.
Not so good for J. Michael Kelly, the Graham Trucking, the yellow and green boat you saw settle into the Columbia River before the start. Turned out he had a throttle cable come loose, a very easy fix. As soon as he got back into the pits, a half hour later, that boat would have been able to go.
And we were a little worried about Jean Theoret in the Muskegon Plumbing and what happened to him. Going down into that Blue Bridge turn, just slowed down way too slow, got some water over the cowling in the engine, put the fire out, had to go through the restarting procedure, and then he was able to get back up and racing.
Yeah, we were right about him going really slow trying to get the inside, but he went a little too slow. I don't think you'll see him make that mistake again here this week.